Fantasy Online 2 has been out on Steam for close to a week, and we've already had a lot of players join. The main part everyone seems to talk about is money being scarce, especially when you start crafting your resources and armor. Therefore, I made this video to help guide new players through the early to mid game. I'm DNA. I've played since the beginning of Alpha, but as the game launched on Steam, I started fresh so I would know what the experience was like for new players. Make sure to go follow me on twitch.tv/DNAFO2. If you have any questions, make sure to drop them down in the comments or come watch my stream, and feel free to DM me on Discord if needed. With that out of the way, let's get into it. So if you just made it to Mirabella or have been there for a while, you've probably noticed that there's a ton of stuff to spend your money on. So if you're grinding money for tier 1 armor, or for these cool faction items, or in general just want money and you're around level 30, this is gonna be the video for you. Mirabella has a ton of good spots to grind, so generally from just questing you will already get a good chunk of money. So I'm gonna start off this video with mentioning some items you might want to sell on the market that you might get through just questing normally, which can net you a nice amount. First off, there are a ton of cosmetic items in Mirabella with a rare drop rate, and getting one of them can give you at least about 10 to 20k. The pearls from the clams are used for int tiered armor crafting, so those can also sell for a nice amount compared to how often they drop. The treasures are rare, so people need them for collector, but they're also used to craft nice rings at the mermaid by the beach. The undead ring bases are also used in the same craft as the treasures, and they drop from all the undead mobs. Silver Crab Relic drops from Undead Guards and McBadguy Redux. Not only is it a great equipment for you to wear if you don't have two already, but it sells for a nice chunk too since they are pretty rare. Lastly, the lost keys from the Alpha and McBadguy Redux are sold for quite a bit since they are used to get gemstones for tier 1 armor, which are really rare. If you're done questing and still need a good amount of money, or you just want to grind money instantly, here are some options that will always net you a nice amount. I'm gonna list them in order of efficiency, so stick around till the end for the most efficient strategy. Undead Footmen have quite a few drops and are at a pretty low level compared to the other mobs. So if you're struggling with my other suggestions, these are a nice way to go. Ogre Champion is a high HP mob, which is really nice if you're trying to be like semi-AFK. If you kill them faster than they respawn, you can still grind Ogre Warriors for a good amount of money. Undead Master Chef is a mini-boss that drops quite a few drops, and you'll have instant access to the shop. If this mob spawned instantly, it would be fantastic. But since the spawn is a bit slower, you'll kill undead chefs while waiting, and they will also give you a good amount of money. These previous tips has obviously been based on the fact that you will sell the drops to the NPC shop. But you can sell the more rare drops to the market. If you sell rare drops on the market on this next strategy, you will gain a ton more money. But even selling everything to the NPC will earn you a lot. The top way to make money in Mirabella Cove is McBadguy Redux. He drops some really worthwhile stuff, and he spawns every 5 minutes. You should keep the Silver Crab Relic, Undead Ring and the Lost Key to sell on the market. The Lost Key you could also use to craft gemstones, which will earn you even more money. In the downtime, I recommend that you kill Undead Guards since they are very efficient for money, and then you will also see McBadguy Redux instantly when he respawns. That way, no one can snipe it away from you. But keep in mind that you have to make sure to share the mob with new players. They are trying to do quests. Do not gatekeep new players. If it's that important to you, at least party with them. Everything I've said in this video so far includes strategies that are very easy to do and will always be there no matter the market changes. These next strategies are strategies that might not be as great anymore depending on how the market evolves. But at the time of posting this video, 12th of January 2025, this strategy is insane. If you kill clams, you will get a lot of pearls, which can sell for about 5 to 7,000 at the time of making this, which will make clams better than any strategy mentioned so far in the video. Also, the value of clam chowder is more than the sale price. They heal you for a lot, and using them as healing items later on is going to be really nice. The clam chowders also come in handy with the next tip. The completely optimal way to earn money, and I'm not even saying that it's realistic that you can do this, because at some times of the day these mobs are going to be more busy, there's going to be players coming in, but this is the strategy I used to make about 250,000 gold per hour while I was grinding in Mirabella on my road to 100. Keep in mind, I was only like level 30 to 34 at the time of making this, and I wasn't even wearing tier 1 armor. McBadguy Redux respawns every 5 minutes. The alpha respawns every 10 minutes. So if you can perfectly juggle these mobs and in the downtime kill clams in between, then you are sitting on a gold mine. All the lost keys, silver crab relics, pearls, undead rings, and Neptune's treasure make this strategy the best to earn money in the early game. If you've followed me for a while, you'd have watched my Cave of Despair video, where we made up to 200k per hour, but that was grinding like really hardcore. Well, this strategy is very effortless. As long as you keep up your timers, you earn even more money than we did in Cave of Despair. And keep in mind, when I made this money, I wasn't even server hopping, so if you're server hopping as well, you'll potentially even earn like probably double the amount. Just imagine you're a completely new player, you've made it to level 30, and you're making around like 400-500k per hour with this strat. That means in like 2 hours you could get like up to 1 million. Wow, really? Are you kidding me? Wow, I should really subscribe to this DNA guy. He gives super great tips. Yes, and you should, because I'm making a lot of content in the future about this game, about the late game, because there will be probably way better strategies in the future. I just haven't arrived at them yet. This is one of the most insane catches I've seen in this game so far for how far you are in the game. And this is also why I love this game so much. There are so many different ways you can play. Like, I like to optimize everything, try to optimize everything. I don't actually do that though. When you watch me on stream, I die a lot, I play around a lot. But I find the theory and I try to crush it down and share it so other people can do it if they want to. So if you want the top strategies of Fantasy Online 2, I'm going to be posting guides for Noob Island, Crab Coast, Cave of Some Return, Swamp Grotto, and the later zones after that. This is by far the most complex video I've made. So if you found this helpful, I would appreciate it so much if you liked the video and dropped a comment. And that's all for this time.